Peace family. So I'm back with another one, you know what I'm saying? So today what I wanted to do is I wanted to talk to my chosen ones about deja vu, you know what I'm saying? So I know for a lot of us, we've been trained to think that, like I just said, we've been trained to think that these are thoughts, when really if we transform that word and just call that our spirit realm, it will kind of help make things a little bit smoother. So I used to experience a lot of deja vu more when I was like a teenager to like my early 20s. Like I used to experience crazy deja vu. And at the time when I used to do it and it used to happen all the time, I just used to always think like, damn, this is a coincidence. Like all this seems so familiar. Like I know I've done this already. But as I started ascending, I realized that there is no such thing as coincidences. So with me understanding that there is no such thing as coincidences and everything is divine timing, and me starting to understand that, okay, what's in here, they taught me was my thoughts, but I had to transform that and call that my spirit realm. So this is my inner space. Inside here, my thoughts, that's my inner space, and everything outside my vessel, everything outside of my vessel is outer space. So as I start diving and I start comprehending it more, I realized that we do a lot of time traveling. It always made me think of Back to the Future in the movies. And I realized, like, of course the movies was created for deception and to control our narrative. And Back to the Future was huge, and it made me realize like they controlled the narrative of actually going back into the future. So they want us to think that we time travel through, like, with these physical vessels, but we're the spiritual beings having a human experience. So we do time travel, but our time travel is through our spiritual being that we are within. You know what I'm saying? So that helped me correlate Back to the Future with the spirit realm and time traveling back to the past. Now, but for deja vu, as I started ascending more, I realized this was just me traveling to the future. Spiritually, we can travel to the future. And when we have these deja vu situations, it's because that's literally what was happening, that we had time traveled into our future. We usually can think of and can put a place in the surrounding and the settings with it. You can put different entities with it, you know what I'm saying? But the one thing that's always missing in deja vu, usually 99% of the time, is usually going to be the face. It's never really any faces or any color if you ever really pay attention to your deja vus. It's just always like, oh shit, I remember this happening before. Like I remember walking in this store right here. I remember the clerk saying something to me, and then my people was dropping something. Like, just everything is just going to correlate, but when it's happening at the time, that's when you're going to be able to actually correlate that with, you just traveled to the future. These are the things they be trying to keep us of being unaware of. So if we don't know that we can time travel to the future, then that kind of keeps us in the present or the past. Or it just allows them to control us around like little puppets, you know what I'm saying? Because we're not even thinking or time traveling for ourselves. We literally are aboard their vessel, their ship, and then they're just driving us around all over the place, you know what I'm saying? But deja vu we experience a lot, and I think like we travel to these spaces and places, so it's kind of like playing chess, like when you play a couple moves ahead. So usually when I experience deja vu, it takes me like a couple days afterwards to kind of like just reprocess everything, because I'm always trying to figure out, okay, why did I just time travel to this place in this position right here with these entities, but it's not really like anything productive. It was just like a situation that I just traveled to, and then all of a sudden, bam, deja vu, here it is, future time traveling. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always trying to dig into these things and see, why do we take off to these places, but they never really give us a full understanding or meaning of why we are actually traveling to these places. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I never really got to the full root of it, but I realized when I started looking back, like a lot of that deja vu was time traveling. And as I continue to grow and ascend, that's still like something that I always dig back on and think on, because it's a lot of, it was never like no weird witchy situations with my deja vu. It was just always like something fucking random, like just random. I could never think of anything that was really witchy, like, oh, okay, I foresaw this happening right here. You know what I'm saying? Like this really witchy situation, and now it's happening. But my deja vu, when I actually time travel, is usually something random or something that's supposed to like give me some kind of meaning or message. And I never paid attention to the message before, but then I also, since I've been on my purpose, my deja vus or my time travels to the future have been like super more clear. So it's almost like before I got in front of this camera already, I already foresaw me putting myself in a position to start teaching or giving back this knowledge and information. You know what I'm saying? So time traveling is real. I try to stay away from their physical time travel that they like to think of. You know what I'm saying? We do travel into the future. It's no different than when we time travel into the past, and you can actually almost feel the experiences that you was time traveling back to. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was a wedding, and you can smell and taste the food still, you know, you can actually visualize the bridesmaids and the best men and the groomsmen and everybody, just the whole atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? Like, we actually time travel back to these spaces and forward to these places. You know what I'm saying? So usually when we doing these things, just time traveling to the future is still like the deja vus. I'm still trying to process that one all the way as far as the meanings, because when you dive in deep spiritually, sometimes something can be really complex in front of you, but it's really simple. But I know for me, sometimes maybe I'm just digging and processing a little bit too much instead of relaxing and then just letting it flow in my meditation state. So that's probably something that I'm gonna have to tap into next while I just pull that up while I'm up here. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't want to run it up too long. I just wanted to drop something quick down below. You know what I'm saying? Deja vu is us time traveling to the future. You know what I'm saying? We do time travel to the future and to the past. Don't think about it as your physical vessel leaving. We are spiritual beings. Your spiritual being is infinite. You have access to infinite information. You know what I'm saying? But tapping everything down below. Peace to the kings and queens.